Okay, so the next portion of the exercise is to add the multi-liters that are over here, shown in the example, and scale those up a little bit so you can see them a little bit better. So we're going to do a flowering shrub hedge, and I'm doing an arc between the two to show that it's the same on both sides. And that's usually used in planting plants. That's a typical. So I'll show you how from the demonstration or from the lecture portion of this exercise how to create the multi-liter style. So we did that, and these are the different tabs and how I've set them up for this drawing. So we had them by layer, by layer, by layer, close filled, 1/8 of an inch, and break size. Liter structure, we have 2 points. We're staying with annotative. Content is our text style. Again, we're using number 1, and by layer. Text height is 1/8 of an inch, and horizontal attachment. So this is just review. Go ahead and make sure your settings are like this and hit OK. And that should be our current style, but we'll just reaffirm it, set current, and hit close. To begin the multi-liters, we will just hit the liter command and drag over to an area and type. So caps lock on, evergreen shrub hedge, and close. I'm going to draw an arc between the two, just like I showed you, and connect those two shrubs so you can tell that they are the same. The symbol should help with that, but it's nice to add it in. So at this point, you can do the same command again, flowering ground cover. So select, pull over. Now you can see that we're trying to intersect here, and I don't necessarily want that, so I'm going to wait until my snaps are off so you don't see any of the gold boxes, and click to select your location and flowering ground cover. And close the text editor. We'll do our stepping pads. So at this point, you can take and you can copy. And with your ortho mode on, you can copy this down. And this allows you to space your text wherever you would like for it to be. It could be somewhat of an even spacing, which is nice. And select. Then, using your grips, select and snaps to move the arrow to a different location. You can double click on the item, backspace, and type in your new text, 30 inch by 30 inch concrete stepping pads. To stack this text, go back in space to where you'd like to interrupt and hit enter and close. So now you're seeing that this text has these lines going through it, and when you go to print, it's going to have a line going through the text, which is a little bit unsightly. So you can double click on this text and you can choose to use your background mask. You don't need a background color, and hit OK. Oops, that was not what I was looking for. Do not use a background color. And now we have a little bit of a mask for our text, which makes it a little bit more attractive. Okay, so those are your first few. Scroll over to these. Again, use your snaps to place your deciduous tree, your precast concrete fountain, your poured in place concrete bench. It's 24 inches deep by 24 inches high. So those are the two dimensions that you won't see on the plan. Actually, the height you won't, the depth you will see, and then otherwise it's located per the dimensions on the plan. Deciduous shrubs are referring to this light yellow with the lines through it. Evergreen ground cover and flowering ground cover. Go ahead and add those to your drawing, and that completes this exercise.